Algebra 2. So we're going to do notes number 25 and homework number 26 today. We're going to do adding and subtracting rational expressions with like denominators. The essential question at the top of your paper is, what's the extra step when we subtract rational expressions? And at the end of this video, you should be able to say that you can add and subtract when given fractions with the same denominator. You're going to do that by combining like terms in the numerator, and you're going to know how to simplify final answers by factoring and canceling at the end. For those students who are new to this classroom, you should have 2 pieces of paper out, and you'll be taking notes right now. And then you'll need the second piece of paper for the 3 problems that are for homework at the very end of this video. Okay, don't start writing right now. I just want you to listen. So this is just a little reminder about how we did like denominators. Listen to what I say right now. Watch. Same equals same denominator. Same. 7, 7, 7. So when we add, we just add the top. Now, that part you do in your head. You don't really write out 5 plus 1. You do it in your head. So the answer is 6/7. So as long as the denominator is same. Whoops, sorry. I made too many lines there. Whoops, let me get my eraser. Same, 7, 7, 7. Then we just subtract. Now watch this. I want you to think about popping that negative, the subtract, up to the 6. Drawing this little arrow, I'm going to keep doing it during lecture, is important because a lot of kids forget that. So it's 2 minus 6. So we do that in our head. It's -4/7. Okay, so that's when the denominator is the same, and we're going to be doing that today. So now this is your notes number 25. If you're new to my classroom, you're going to hit pause on the video, and you're going to write these notes down. So please write down these steps, and please hit pause on the video, and then start the video again. Okay, so you should have written everything down. So you're going to check for like denominators. Those are the kind we're going to do today. We're going to do the top, combine like terms in the numerator. Now, if it's subtract, it says right here, insert parentheses. Insert parentheses after the minus. So make sure that you put in those parentheses, and then distribute the negative before you combine like terms. So there's an extra step when we subtract, and we'll practice that. Make sure you always bring your denominator over into the final answer. That's like what I just did, 7, 7, 7, right? And at the end, we're just going to factor and cancel, which we've been doing already. So let's get started. What I'd like you to write down right now for your notes is this right here. Write that down. Hold off on the problems. Write down, find f of x plus g of x. Okay, now I'm going to have you write the following. So let's write f of x. So write what I'm writing, 2x minus 7 over x plus, then let's write the g of x, 8x over x. So go ahead and write that. I just have to write it because I ran out of room. I'm just writing it where I have a little more room. You don't have to write it twice. It was just me. Okay. So what we're going to do is check. Same. So you put the denominator in, just like we did with 7, 7, 7 at the beginning. And now we're going to combine the top, 2x minus 7 plus 8x. So we just put all the top together. Now we have to combine like terms. We keep that x. So what are like terms? Let me grab a highlighter. So you can put 2x's with 8x's, and then we'll be done. As soon as Ms. Artover grabs her pen. So 2x plus 8x is 10x, and we keep the minus 7 after. Can we factor that? No, so that's it. That's our final answer. If you're new to my classroom, instead of me writing out the word final answer, I just put FA. Final answer. Okay, let's try another one. Now, if you need a minute more to write, hit pause on the video. Please write this direction down. Write on your paper, f of x plus g of x. And also, if you're new to my classroom, in the top left, you should have written notes number 25. Make sure you label your notes because that comes in handy during test time. Okay, so let's do this one. So let's write f of x first. X plus 7, you're writing with me, over x plus 2. Then a plus sign. Then the g of x. 3x plus 4 over x plus 2. So you should have written everything that I have here in the box and in red. So if you're new to my classroom, that's what you should have written down. So let's do the problem. Check your bottoms, the denominators. Same. Now let's add up the top. X plus 7, we write this, then the plus sign, then this part, 3x plus 4. Isn't that easy? It's easy. Now let's actually combine the terms. So let's get our final answer started up. So we're going to put x plus 2 down here. Now remember, there's a hidden 1 on that x. Let me grab my highlighter. So we're going to add up x and 3x. That would be a total of 4x. Miss Artopher picked up the wrong one. Hold on. Here we go. 4x's, because there's a hidden 1 there, right? So 1x plus 3x is 4x. And 7 plus 4 is 11. Can we factor that? No, that's it. That's our final answer. Now the add ones are easy. I bet on the next one I'm going to do a subtract. It's a little more challenging. Hit pause if you need a minute. Yep. Oops. So on the next one, sorry about that. I want you to write down example 3, f of x minus g of x. Write that down. And then we're going to actually do the work. So we're going to write f of x. So we're going to write this one. Minus, because this is a minus problem. And then the g of x. So this guy. Okay. All right, so we're going to check same. So let's put x plus 3 here. And then we're going to do the top. Okay, so for the top, we have to deal with this subtract. So I want you to pay attention because there's an extra step. You're going to put an arrow. Go ahead, draw that arrow. And you're going to put parentheses around here because there's two things, an x and a 4. We have to distribute this negative. So this will become a negative x and a negative 4. Because that's what happens. You change signs for subtract. So first I'll write this down. 7x plus 5. And now I'm going to distribute a negative. It'll be negative x for this first one. Whoops. Negative x for this first one, and then negative 4 for the back. Okay, so this is when it's a subtract problem. Try not to forget. Don't forget there's a hidden 1 in there, and then we just collect like terms, right? So 7x minus 1x, that would be 6x. 5 minus 4 is 1, and we have a denominator of x plus 3, and that's our final answer. 7x minus 1x is 6x, 5 minus 4 is 1. Just don't forget, on subtract, you have to distribute the negative to both items, right? To both the x and the 4 that was in the blue parentheses. All right, let's try another one. Oh, this one's just an add this time. So write that direction down. Okay, so let's write f of x. So 4 minus 8x over x squared minus 25 plus the g of x. So that would be this one, right? Because we wrote the f of x. So g of x is 9x plus 1 over x squared minus 25. Okay, so we got to do the top. So same. Denominator comes over. And then we have to do 4 minus 8x plus 9x plus 1. Okay, so I'm going to do 9x's minus 8x's. 9x minus 8x, that's 1x. And 4 plus 1 is 5. We're not done. I'm waiting for you to just get caught up. Okay, so now the denominator is x squared minus 25. Anytime you have an x squared, you can factor with your magic x. And we need 3 pieces. So we add the 0 in the middle. So we're going to check to see if we factor this that maybe we can cancel. And we're gonna. So remember, there's a hidden 1. So what multiplies to negative 25 gives us the middle of 0. That would be 5 and a negative 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. So this bottom right here factors, so we need to do that. So x squared minus 25 changes into 2 parentheses, x plus 5, x minus 5. And now I'm going to bring the top, the numerator, over, and you're going to see how it cancels. So as we advance into the work, some of this is going to cancel. Oops. So when we cancel x plus 5 with x plus 5, don't forget there's a hidden 1. So the final answer will be a 1 on the top and an x minus 5 in the bottom. Okay? 1 over x minus 5. 1 over x minus 5. Alrighty. All right, we're going to keep practicing. Let me see if there's any more examples. You can hit pause if you need a minute. One more example. So this one's going to be factored in the bottom too. We can already see it. And it's a subtract. So this is a pretty high level problem. Lots to do. So write down, find f of x minus g of x. And let's get started. Let's write this one down first. So 5x minus 2 over x squared minus 9x minus 10 minus 4x minus 3 over x squared minus 9x minus 10. Now let's take care of that subtract. So we draw a little arrow so we don't forget. We put parentheses around it and we distribute it. So we're going to have x squared minus 9x minus 10 on the bottom. Same. And then 5x, this part we write first, minus 2 distribute the negative. So it'll be a negative 4x, and negative to negative 3 would be positive 3. Now you're going to combine like terms. So that would be 5x minus 4x is x. And negative 2 and 3, you can think of it as 3 minus 2, so it's 1 over x squared minus 9x minus 10. Now, since you have the x squared, you have to check your magic x, and guess what? It's going to factor. So remember, you're looking for a front and back. Negative 10, that gives you a negative 9. So what multiplies to 10? 10 and 1. That gets us to 9. So you're going to take this negative from the 9 up to the bigger number. So the factoring for x squared minus 9x minus 10 on the bottom, it works. It's x minus 10 and x plus 1. And what do you know? You have an x plus 1 in the top, so you can cancel. So this, we needed the magic x. So cancel, cancel. Don't forget there's a hidden 1 up here for your final answer. 1 over x minus 10. Okay. Hit pause if you need a minute. Okay, so here is your homework. I kind of put them in colored boxes because I thought it would help you read it easier. So number 1 is just an add. Number 2 is a subtract, and I put a hint here. Oops, sorry. I put a hint. Remember to add parentheses and distribute the negative like we did in example notes number 3. And then for number 3, I gave you a hint for when you do this one. Make sure you factor the denominator using the magic X at the end of doing the problem so that you can cancel like we did in notes example 4 and 5, the last 2 notes. So I even told you where to look at in your notes, okay? And then if you could please upload this homework and your notes to the digital workbook triad number 5 for grading. Thank you, you guys. Have an excellent weekend.